Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be watching a very badass man. His name is Tex Grebner. Remember it. If you don't, he will find you. And he has a very high expertise with weapons, such as the Glock something something something, as he calls it in this video. I'd like to point out the fact that he's wearing a medical wristband. Now, gun safety is very important, as you can tell by his serious face. He is trying not to laugh at the fact that he just shot himself. So, anyway, let's just get on with the video. I want to see what this guy has to say. Anyway.
It's Tex Grebner here. Tex Grebner Outdoors. I'm not making...
I'm gonna laugh already because he sounds like he has a lip. Tex Grebner sport. Like, I have a friend at school who's like really a redneck, and he doesn't even talk like that. So I know this guy's like fake. He's a troll. There's no way.
This video for sympathy, and I'm not making it to be ridiculed.
Well, you're getting ridiculed. You think people are not gonna laugh at you for shooting yourself in the leg? Come on, dude.
I experienced a negligent discharge of my Kimber Pro Carry 2 1911 45 ACP.
Okay, that's like from the... Okay, that is like from that word from Mary Poppins, you know, that supercalifragilisticexpialidocious word? That's what he just said. I didn't understand a single thing he just said. I think he just said the full name of the weapon to sound like he actually knows what he's talking about when he doesn't. It's just the bottom line. And he's wearing a medical wristband because he's an idiot. And he probably had to get surgery on the leg he got shot in. Don't mean to spoil it, by the way. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm wearing a hospital bracelet. The footage that I'm about to show you is what actually happened. I just fucking shot myself.
Oh boy, this guy's an expert, ain't he? I love how he just drops the gun right away. He's like, I just effing shot myself. Ah, no shit, partner. I mean, why did you even drop the gun? Why were you standing 3 inches away from the poster? Listen, I've shot a gun before, and I know better than that. This guy was going to get shot no matter what. And the guy he's shooting doesn't even look like he's done anything wrong. He doesn't even look like a robber. I mean, sure, the black shirt and the black pants sell it, but he looks like one of those dudes, one of those models that you see on a Halloween costume thing before you pull it out, and he's like, if you look at it and say, man, I really want to look like that. This guy looks like a librarian. This guy looks like he wouldn't even, like, rape a fly. And, like, he's hands on his knees. He's holding the pistol up. I mean, he doesn't even look like he'd hurt nobody. And Tex is over here getting annihilated by him, and he didn't have to waste a bullet because he's a piece of paper.
Oh, son of a bitch! I just shot
He had to clarify the fact that he just shot himself. Like, we totally didn't know that. Like, bruh, the bullet went straight through your knee. He's probably about to do a slow-mo that's about 10 minutes long, and I'm going to skip it.
Early.
Alright, that's the last replay. Hold on, let's go.
How did that happen? Earlier in the day...
How did that happen, Tex? I'm just astonished by the fact that you shot yourself, as you said many times. Don't mean to raise my voice. I'm sorry for headphone users. But anyway, why, dude? Like, bruh, this is why, like, some people just can't have guns, because this is what happens. This is just what happens. And some people can't handle it, but, you know, like, that's just the point. Like, some people are trained to use it like the military, and some people just aren't. And this is a perfect case of somebody that thinks he knows what he's doing, and he doesn't. But he's that one kid that, like, in math class, he always rose his hand, and every time he got it wrong. That's Tex, man.
I had been practicing with my 511 thumb drive holster. The 511 thumb drive has a thumb-driven retention mechanism. What I was attempting to do was drawn.
Why the hell does he have his hand on his head? He did that whenever he shot himself too. He had his hand on his head. What is the point of that? To me, it looks like you're just sacrificing yourself even more.
On fire from defensive retention. However, I had done this multiple times with my 511 thumb drive earlier that day with my Glock. The 511 thumb drive.
With my Glock. With my Glock. Yeah, I was practicing so many times, and you know, the last time I did it, I shot myself. It's just, you know that saying, practice makes perfect? That's really just BS, because this is like a perfect example. You can practice like 1,000 times, and then just end up shooting yourself. It's just the bottom line.
Is in the actual same position as the safety on my Kimber.
Why the hell are you using why are you using a holster that's going to cover the safety? So you're about to tell me that he probably pushed the safety down and that's what released it. I guarantee you that's what he's about to say.
When I went to draw my pistol, I pushed down and took off the safety.
Knew it.
Then I pulled up. The gun did not release because I had not engaged the mechanism on the index mechanism. And so as I pulled up, I hit that, my finger curled into the trigger guard, and I ripped around through my leg.
Look at that face. He tries to look as serious as possible whenever he said that. Like, you know that his redneck friends are probably laughing up a storm right now. Hi! Hey, fella, you just shot yourself. You just gagged up shot yourself. Why you ain't got a YouTube channel anyway, baby?
This is not something that I blame on the holster. I blame it purely on me.
Oh yeah, let's just blame it on the holster, you know. Holsters are bitches, man. Like, you know, if I ever accidentally shoot myself in the head, I'm just gonna either say to God or I'm just either gonna say to God or to the devil. You know, I just blame it on that holster, that goddamn holster. I just want to strangle it.
However, I share it with you because gun safety is everybody's business. The Full Metal Jacket 45 entered my body here and traveled down to my knee and exited.
Alright. He's giving us a play-by-play of where the bullet went. May I point out, like, I know this is kind of late, but this guy's almost like, this guy looks like, he's like easily almost 40 years old. Look at that leg. Oh my god.
That I was not more seriously hurt than this. After the shot went off, my training took over.
I love how he says my training, but all he did was just yell and curse that he just shot himself. Is that your training? Like, is that what we're gonna do now? Like, dude, everybody in this country will own a gun. Like, all you have to do, if you shoot yourself, just curse. Just curse at the world just for shooting yourself. That's gonna make it every little bit better.
I called my parents to let them know what...
You called your parents? Why? The question is, who'd he call first? His parents or 911? I bet you he's one of those guys where he called 911. He called his parents first. He's like, Mom, I just shot myself. And she probably cursed him out because he's a fucking idiot.
It happened, I called 911. I dressed my wound and had the bleeding stopped before the paramedics actually arrived at the gun range. The reason that I share this is because negligent discharges happen. And I don't want them to happen to anybody else.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Smokey the Bear, man. Smokey's like, hey, only you can prevent wildfires. Only you can shoot yourself, Tex. Even if you told anybody else these tips, like, nobody would shoot themselves because they're not an idiot.
I consider myself to be a very safe and responsible gun owner.
Then why did you just shoot yourself? That's like a thief at Walgreens saying, hey, listen, I'm not actually a thief. That's like Drake saying, hey, I'm not actually a rapper. All these albums are just like because my friends wanted me to. That's like what he's basically saying. But anyway, we're gonna end it there. This is a great first video. Tex, listen to Tex, man. He's a great learning curve. You know, he's a great guy. I'm sure he prevents shooting himself in the leg again. But anyway, this has been TRS Roast. Stay frosty, ladies and gentlemen.